Hello. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I'm just trying. Okay. Has to be rotated. I don't think. Okay. We're just going to do it like this. Hey there. It is Miriam, Naturally Homeschooled Mama here. And I am coming on today because I have been gone and absent for a little while. I haven't made any new videos. And so I want to share a few things that I have been learning. The last 2 weeks have been amazing in our house. The last 2 weeks have been filled with lots of visits from family. And my grandma turned 90, so that started all the festivities. And then after that, my brother left his two beautiful children with us for one whole week. So it was amazing. And the last 2 weeks have been filled with nothing but awesome lessons. So I'm going to share with you 3 things that we have gained from relaxing during the last 2 weeks on our homeschool journey. So I kind of have a little baby right here. So she's coming up. So the last few weeks we have had family in, and the first week we had 4 children on top of our 4 children here sharing with us our home and our space, along with an extra adult, and that made our house filled with lots of noise and craziness. Good craziness, though. It was so awesome, and I was so blessed to have been part of that. My children really enjoyed being with my sister and her children, and they really enjoyed being with my brother and his children. So it was an amazing last 2 weeks. What we've gained from the last 2 weeks have been wonderful, immeasurable. We gained a greater sense of the importance of family. That was the number one thing, the first thing that we gained, I believe. They understood that their cousins meant so much to them. So there was this immediate attachment that they experienced as the elder cousins visited. Stop, baby. And they were able to gain, a better understanding of who they were. They were able to play with them and learn from them and just be with them and touch them. The second thing that I believe that we learned in the last 2 weeks was a greater sense of freedom. As we homeschool, sometimes we don't really understand how free we are, because we might feel limited because during the time that other people are in school, we're not. And sometimes you might feel like, oh my goodness, all my friends are in school and blah, 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 blah. But we've gained a sense of freedom because we were able to spend that whole time with our cousins. We didn't have to rush anybody off to school. We didn't have to pick anybody up. We didn't have to do any of that stuff. So we gained a greater sense of freedom. And the last thing, which is probably one of the most important, is learning. Yes, baby. Learning how to reset. After a crazy time of joy and all this emotional bliss, then everyone leaves and goes home, and you just have to learn how to reset everything, how to go back to the norm, so to speak. So those are the 3 things that we learned during the last few weeks of our relaxation. Sometimes you just have to relax. We didn't do heavy studies during those 2 weeks. We read, we did some handwriting or whatever when cousins were gone visiting with other family and friends. But we did not do a lot of, hey, take a deep breath. Stop it. We did not do a lot of studies during those 2 weeks. And it's okay. So on that note, I am going to sign off. Tell me how you enjoyed. Say bye-bye.